So in terms of kind of employee adoption in general, it sounds like, again, you had some people that were early adopters, which is fantastic. Um, how long would you say it kind of took you in terms of really seeing that change management take place to where you are today?
Um, so we had very good coverage in the first month, and then it was basically seamless after 6 weeks or 2 months, maybe. I just remember the first time that we pulled everybody together and had all hands. There was one guy in shipping, and Adam, I don't know if I told you this or not,
No,
but
this is yeah.
so he's older guy in shipping, and there was expletives in his comment, but it was basically I will retire before I do anything other than call the guard. There was a couple other guys in shipping that are younger and a little more tech savvy and whatever, and they got him hooked up and got him set up. And guess who actually called out using TeamSense? It was like a month later, and it
Guys, texted out. He used the text,
it out.
not
He
not the
texted out.
call.
Not even the voice.
Wow,
Yep. Yep.
that's impressive. Here's a good question. Does your guard appreciate having Team Sense now that he doesn't have to deal with all these call-ins?
So for him, like my supervisors, it's one less thing on his plate. And then for my supervisors, it's one less, like they don't have to stop and see the guard and say, all right, who called out today? Who's my person? Who's not my person? It just, in that shift startup for them, it makes it one less thing. And then for the guard, it's just one less thing that they've got to worry about,
Yep.
which that's valuable.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
we've got another pretty big win coming for supervisors as well, because I think, and Andy, correct me if I'm wrong, supervisors are the ones that are updating TNA or time cards every day, maybe, or every week if they don't get to it. What's your round number gut on how many hours that takes for supervisors in a week to update time cards for their employees?
It's a non-zero number, and it depends, right? When it snows, it's a total disaster, and there's you got to do a deal. Everybody's tired. Normal week, not a lot of vacation, not a huge deal, but it's probably at least an hour or so of dedicated sit down and make sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed on the time
Per
cards.
supervisor.
Yeah, per supervisor,
Yeah.
because the one thing that you don't want to do is mess up people's pay, so it's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Especially not in the union environment. And so when we wrap up this integration, that goes away, at least in large part. So all of the call off or absences reported through TeamSense are going to automatically populate on time cards. So I'm imagining supervisors are still going to probably take a peek, just for there to be checks and balances, but all of that information is automatically going to sit there. I'm looking forward to going through that process as well, and kind of regrouping again and figuring out what the supervisors think of that. Because I think, get, like you said it, Andy, I spend my time on the floor. Like, value is not added in the fishbowl. Value is not added often, right? Sitting at a desk doing things like that. It's like, hey, we gotta be on the floor shifting people around or driving things, shoulder to shoulder to hit metrics, not sitting doing admin work.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, for supervisors, it's going to take it off their plate, and it's going to make it so they can manage the exceptions, which is, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. Streamline the normal is another ops leader told me. Streamline the normal. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.